dun, dun. What do we do? Scoreboard, right?
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Good evening, and welcome to a very special episode of Crossfire on the Heat Check. I am your host, the Commissioner, Dano. We will be asking nothing but the hardest questions and getting even harder answers. With me is my co-host.
What's up, shitheads? It's me, your boy, the #1 fuckboy! From Northampton County, the $1,000 town, the fuckboy correspondent, the Caitlin Clark of fantasy football, can't stave off injuries. I don't date geologists because they take me for granted. Star of the upcoming Fortnite movie. And OnlyFans, the movie. Brian Howells!
Thank you. And with us, as always, our guest of honor on Crossfire, Uncle Nick Baranowski, Esquire. Good evening.
Good evening. Thanks for having me.
I think we should just cut to the chase here. Gentlemen, we really got to ask you, Nick, a tough question that I think has been on everybody's mind.
In your league that you run, you are 6-3, if I'm not mistaken. Did you have any different drafting strategies from both leagues?
Yeah, I mean, I had to because one's an 8-man league and another's a 12. So that in itself made me pick differently, I suppose, or like prioritize certain things in certain stages of the draft, per se. Simply because of the amount of people involved.
And that worked in your favor.
Are you saying that you found it easier to mercilessly prey upon a smaller group of people?
Well, some may say mercilessly, some may say prey. That's neither here nor there. What it's really about is introducing people to a fun time that they're, something that they're interested in and they've been, curious about getting involved in, and we keep it lighthearted. But no, I wouldn't. There's none of that going on. And for the record, and if we want to back this up, we can bring her in, maybe even two hers. I do help Jess behind the scenes, even when she's playing me, just to give her a heads up on what to do because she's a first timer. Not any collusion or court.
So you admit it.
We've rid the league of any negativity per se. Some may know the story. So we don't have any of that going on anymore.
So you have engaged in political purges. Is that accurate to say?
Not necessarily political purges, more, asshole purges. And we purge that asshole hard.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's very,
Well, that you know what? I think that answer is satisfactory for any number of reasons. All right.
You know who I'm talking about, right?
Oh yes.
Okay, I don't want to like. Oh my God! He said it. He said it on the air.
I'm gonna beep that out.
Yeah, but just like a millisecond into B, like. Genuinely, it really is something fun to introduce people. Like Kate was interested, Jess was interested. She knows. When I got with her as a couple years ago, I told her I was an Eagles fan as a disclaimer. Swear to God, you can ask her.
Jess, you mean?
Yeah. I was like, look, just so you know, I'm an Eagles fan.
Isn't she also one?
Now she is. She came up from a Dallas fucking Cowboys household, which she never liked though, which is fine. I got to commend her on that. It was just her parents. She never really got into that, but once she saw how hardcore I am.
Totally and completely badass.
And watching it, she's like, oh, this is fun. She got into the Eagles, and then she's like, damn, I want to try this fantasy. And then so, it was an inspiration really to like involve people that weren't as adept, to kind of like mix them in with some veterans like us, and make it a fun time, and eventually expand to 10.
Well, there you have it, the sort of philanthropic nature of Nick Baranowski.
All good things.
He's rehabilitating Dallas fans. He's introducing people to the special joys of fantasy football.
Yes.
Let's turn attention to our league, Super Funhouse Fantasy 2 Turbo, and I have a more pointed question. You are as we record this 1-8. At what point do you think your all Detroit strategy is going to turn around?
At what point do I think any of my strategies are going to turn around at this point in time? Like we were talking about earlier, with this season of football has just been outrageous on many fronts, obviously with injuries. I had faith in Jameson Williams. I thought he was, I really thought for like last year, because I had him, and I was like, let me take a chance on the kid. You know what I mean? He's just so inconsistent, though. My God.
Does he have more bench points than he has starting points?
See, that's how inconsistent he is. So, I'm inclined to say yes without even looking. Nobody's going to bring this up. The Addison week. My God. I was like, dude, I can't win.
I have to go back and see if the number of least efficient manager awards also if he's leading.
Am I a contender in that?
Might be. I mean, the thing is, that's actually it's sort of like an.
But I'm on top of it. I just am fucking doing horrible this year. It's not necessarily.
Well, that's what the award. When you're less efficient, that means that the points are there. They're just on your bench.
Right.
So like you have good guys, you just have.
Well, yeah. Let's look at my starting accuracy for starters. I have an 80% starting accuracy start sit, which. I'm looking across the league. The next lowest number seems to be Clayton, actually, by 1%, 81. Yeah, I think there could be contention, because then look at number 3, Dano.
Yeah.
83%. Jesus Christ! Talk
Nuts.
about your all-time backfires. On that.
Fuck boy, you wanna bring it home with the hardest hitting question for our guest.
Yes. What happened to the vanished colonists at Roanoke?
Well, nobody really knows, but there's been a lot of speculation about aliens. We see 3i Atlas coming into our our solar system right now.
Sure.
It's caused a lot of stir amongst the aliens.
Can you explain that for the uninitiated?
There is a third interstellar object, I'll call it right now, claimed to be a comet, coming into our solar system. It's, apparently billions of years old, and it's from interstellar space. So that's now happening. It's just past the peripheral point, behind the sun.
That's all well and good. I want to know what your favorite video game is.
Final Fantasy VII, hands down.
Stay tuned next year when we return on Crossfire to once again pepper Nick Baranowski with nothing but the most difficult questions. Thank you all so much for listening to this episode of Crossfire. We'll see you next time. Oh, Jesus Christ, can you believe it is already week 10, double digits on the Heat Check? Yeah, we're here on the Funhouse back deck on, what the hell is this, November 4th, Election Day. Still haven't got to the polls, still time.
Still time.
And it's not quite cold enough yet, speaking of heat checks. Not cold enough to force us indoors or to force various sheets of plastic siding or large standing gas-powered heaters. Nope, we're doing it en naturel. That's right, we're all completely naked. So I'm not alone out here. Let's see. We've got Nick Baranowski with us of Ill 1/5. Nick, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm really excited to be out here. I'm really excited to talk with y'all and answer any more questions you might have and shoot the shit.
All right, and who else?
What's up, shitheads? It's me, the number one fuckboy! Northampton County, outside town. I make girls spit when I tell a joke. I make girls swallow their pride. Brian Howells!
Oh my God! Look at that double duty from the fuckboy. Well, let's see.
Double duty on them.
We actually did. I think there was a little bit more kind of specific fantasy football discussion in the Crossfire portion than we do most years. We can look over like the general events of the past week. Really, I just wanted to point out one thing. Whereas last time, Delajuan beat me by 0.08 of a point. And I'd like to point out that he had another extremely narrow win this last week in Week 9 over Buka. It was like a point and change. So we'll see. I mean, he's the one who yet again made another brash called shot on declaring to win the league this year.
Which he took his punishment in stride. I have to commend him for that. That was very enjoyable to watch. And
Yep.
fucking thumbs up to that, bro.
Yeah.
I might be joining you. this season.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get right into the punishment watch here.
It's official.
Got
You suck.
number 10 at 10th overall. There's a whole bunch of teams I think that are at like 4 and 5. Clayton is technically in the 10 spot because of points for tiebreakers, but there's like 3 or 4 other teams all tied there. Mm-hmm. Number 11, we got Don Cerleone. Who occupied the Funhouse with a heavy production team this past Sunday. You can see the fuckboy and I as very enthusiastic crowd members on the upcoming video for the Dear Anna smash hit, Hot in the City. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, Lorenzo's not doing quite so well in fantasy as he is in music. But so he's got 2 wins, only surpassed by you, Nick, with just the 1.
Well, like I said earlier, I just need one more win in the toilet bowl.
Yep.
And you can suck that ass.
My match against Mark was actually pretty interesting.
Oh, tell us about it.
I had a very small chance, but just like WrestleMania 9,
We all remember how that turned out.
Was he Giant Gonzalez or?
oh no, he was Yokozuna, and I was Bret Hart.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
in the Caesar's Palace parking lot, where Bret Hart lost decisively against Yokozuna, and I'm hoping that Buka next week will be Hulk Hogan to come in there for no fucking reason,
Yes.
and take him out and take that belt right back, take the win.
Fuckboy, looks like you're in possibly a close one with the resurgent dumpster fire. See, Nick, you have another one within a reasonable firing range, at least as far as rosters are currently set up against Derek.
I was looking at that with Hal's earlier. We're about 50-50, 47-53 if I remember correctly. I don't have it up in front of me, but I think that's a pretty close enough percentage, like I said, with the way things go with football this year. My God, like it could just really go anyway. It could explode. Like, look at, for example, Dallas Goedert. All of a sudden, he's an amazing weapon by the Philadelphia Eagles, which he always was. But, I'd like to talk about that a little bit too. Like, so, sure, I'm going to start him in my flex position along with Laporta.
That the rarely seen double tight end.
Very rarely seen.
Jumbo personnel.
Very rarely seen, but the way the Philadelphia Eagles offense is going currently, I got to do it.
They love using him.
They love it.
Comes
And-
off the line
And nobody's stopping them, so why not?
Well, I have never seen this much kind of green. You know how it like color codes like the
Yeah.
opponent? Like your like whole middle of your lineup is just all green. Like these guys are all projected to like overperform. I want to point out on the heels of Clayton's little trade spectacular last week, which did produce several offers and no acceptances. I made an offer to Miggs. I made an offer to Miggs, which he rejected, to try and offload one of my quarterbacks. And then Clayton offered Brock Bowers to me for Debo. And then before I accepted it, Bowers had that 40-point overtime game. And Clayton was like, I don't want to do it anymore. I was like, all right, I wouldn't feel right saying yes at this point. And then Jaden Daniels got his elbow torn off. So now the whole reason I had to trade in the first place is over.
That's
I'm down to I'm down to 2 healthy quarterbacks.
Injuries.
Yeah, so in the end there's no need for me anyway to do a trade. But for those of you out there who may still have high trade potential or needs, you have until the end of the games this weekend to put a trade on the table. After that, no more trades. So, just a PSA. Also, there's a game in Berlin, I think.
Oh, yeah.
9:30 a.m. game. I believe it's the Colts and
These early games, they get you.
Colts and somebody.
They sneak up on you.
I thought, they gave us 1 week without any, and so I thought we were all done.
Did you ever wake up in a panic sweat and you're like, fuck, I didn't do my fucking London game. I have.
I threw last week.
Guilty.
Yeah. Guilty.
Hey, yeah. That's right. Guilty. Do it.
Yeah.
Guilty.
Can I see a show of hands? I'm talking to everyone in this room. How many of us have made a mistake? Guilty. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I think I'm gonna try and dig up the audio, Nick, because you were talking earlier about how you gallantly rescued Jess from a life of Cowboys fandom. And
What
I don't know if did you hear any of the audio between Stephen A. Smith interviewing Jerry Jones at the Monday night game?
No.
You're gonna fucking love it, man.
Okay.
He's probably had about half of a fifth of Johnny Walker Blue.
I'm here for it.
And this is, remember, this is all before the game.
Today, right now, is the trade deadline.
Right.
Instead, I'm hanging with my buddies.
Right.
When I ought to be taking. The last time I said, rather than handling the defense, I'm doing this. Well, here I am.
There we go.
There we go. Going again with my old buddies. Now, that really bothers me. You know that, to be hanging with you guys with the trade deadline. But trade deadline.
Tomorrow at 4 o'clock.
Yes, it is.
Right.
And so time is nigh. A lot of action going on right now in terms of trading. And we certainly have made a trade. And we may make a couple of more trades before that deadline.
So you may make a couple of trades before the trade deadline.
Well, we've made one.
All right, you've made one.
And
what was that for?
And we possibly could make 2 more. And I'm gonna wait and let you read about that.
Okay.
When we send the papers in tomorrow.
Okay. So he's already made a trade.
Well, that's a statement he made.
And then he's got a couple of more coming tomorrow. Hold on.
Now I'm not for sure because the other guys haven't made the other end of the trade.
Understood.
So well done. I'm sure that Jess is still extremely grateful to you for that very kind act. Gentlemen, is there anything else that we want to throw out here on this episode of Heat Check before we get out of here?
I just want to say that you're all a bunch of shitheads. I'm not in first. I have a decent record, and I plan on putting Fuckboy on this belt.
All right.
And I plan on winning one more game when it counts. And if not, I look forward to the next edition of the Crossfire.
Oh, yeah.
Heat edition.
It'll be very spicy. Very spicy. All right. Thank you, fellas, for all of you. Thank you so much for listening. Good luck in the games, and we will see you next time.
I kind of want to go back to the alien thing. Where was that going originally? You were
The
talking.
Lost Colonists?
Yeah, the Lost Colonists in Roanoke. I don't feel like I ever really answered that, so I'd like to say that. Yeah, well, if you're following what's going on, 3i Atlas could be an alien ship here coming. I mean, if you paid attention to what's written on the pyramids of Egypt, and not just Egypt, all around the globe. But, could have been aliens.